My name is Ella, I am 16 years old, and this is my new channel called Never Alone. I chose to create this channel because recently I have been struggling a lot with my mental health. Currently, I am sitting in not my own home, but like somebody else's house area that they rent out because I am currently seeking treatment at the McLean Hospital in Boston for partial program. I just got done with 5 months of residential care at Rogers Behavioral Health, which was extremely helpful. And I thought sharing my story may help others feel less alone, and I wanted to spread kindness and positivity and just talk about mental health and the stigmatisms around it and all that stuff. I won't share too far into my story since this is just my first video and I want to make sure I have more to share in depth later, but basically for the past, I'd say year or so, I struggled pretty badly with OCD. I've always had OCD, but it really took its climb this past summer. Not this current summer, but And so at first it was intrusive thought. And I was really struggling with intrusive thought and needing to confess what I was thinking to my mom. She was like my confession person. I needed to remind myself I'm not a bad person, but what if I am? It was a constant mind spiral. And recently I started struggling severely with contamination OCD, which means for me, in my case, it was if you spread germs to other people, you become a bad person and you feel guilty. And so something that basically life was kind of hard for me. It got to a point where I was pretty much not going near my mom, my dad, my sister. I was just standing in front of a TV all day. I had washed my hands over 200 times a day, up to my elbow, and it was just dry and cracking and I couldn't even move them. Now I can, and I can make fists. It's kind of crazy, but it got to a point where it was just very hard to do anything. And there was not much I could eat besides packaged foods because I couldn't eat out of the heated appliances in my home. I couldn't sleep in my bed. I mean, I tried many times, but it was extremely challenging, very difficult. It was just constant at the sink washing. Some of my hand washes would be 40 minutes long. I couldn't really do much in public. I basically just stayed home, just standing in front of the TV with my arms out, and couldn't watch much on the TV because of my intrusive thought OCD. So that's part of my story. I'll go into further depth of it later, but I just received treatment, and I think my next video might be about why treatment is beneficial and what I found helpful about it and things I took away from it to help those who may be struggling with the same thing. But I'm no doctor, so if you really are struggling with OCD, depression, anxiety, stuff like that, I would recommend you go to residential if it gets really bad, or partial program, because for me it was really helpful, and I know for a lot of other people it was very helpful. For the rest of this video, I'm basically just gonna have it be the chance for me to introduce myself to you guys and explain things about me, because I feel that's important, because even though I've struggled with OCD and I want to dedicate this channel to helping others, OCD is not who I am. So I wanted to say a few things that are important to me. I don't do sports stuff, but I love doing theater. Performing is one of my favorite things ever. I love the feeling of being on stage and just being in somebody else's character and not really yourself. Well, you're up there, not that you're not yourself, but you're really living the character, and I think that's really special. I also just love the connections you can make with people in theater. There's so many kind people who do theater. I love singing, so musical theater is great for that. I currently have 2 dogs. My oldest dog is named Sailor, and my youngest dog is named Navy. And my sister got a bearded dragon while I was away in Wisconsin, and its name is Roman, and I got to hold it for the first time because I visited home over the weekend, which is so hard. Something I said would be impossible to do, and I just couldn't do it, and I did it. And other things, tiny little side hobbies I have, I love rollerblading. I rollerblade when I used to like be sort of free of my OCD. I rollerbladed like every single day. I ate outside sometimes with my friends because of how long I'd be rollerblading for. I really like rock climbing. That's something I've really enjoyed doing. We are a family of 4, so it's me, my mom, my dad, and then my younger sister who's 13 years old. So we're not like that far apart because I'm 16, but yeah. I play 7.5 instruments. I would say I'm slowly picking up on acoustic guitar. I know G, E minor, A, C. There was a couple more, I just forget. But I'm slowly picking up on acoustic. I play ukulele, bass guitar, play bassoon, bass clarinet, regular clarinet, and piano. I took piano lessons for like I'd say a year on and off, but the rest of that is like self-taught to myself. And I also sing because singing is really important to me. I love music. It's like my favorite thing ever. My favorite season is fall. I know it's a bland answer, but I love fall. It's also the year that my birthday's in because my birthday is October 14th. And fall is just, it's so special to me. It's like pumpkin picking, apple cider, caramel covered apples, Starbucks drinks. I feel like fall is the best time to be reading or like to go outside and with like all the pretty colored leaves. Ugh, love fall. My favorite genre currently to read is like a mix of dystopian and mystery. I would show you the book I'm currently reading, but my camera is being held up by a tissue box and a book and a water bottle right now. Also, that was my mom laughing because I like to get DIY crafty. So it's very piled up. I also love writing. I do a lot of poetry, which I think I might be sharing on this channel because I think it could be helpful for those to like relate to. I also write books. I currently writing a story. I hope to get it published, but I had originally thought I had a lot more written than I do. So it's gonna be a long process, but hopefully it gets done eventually. And I hope that in the future I can like publish my poetry. I also like to write my own songs. Most of my songs I write on ukulele. My favorite things to do is to go to the beach. I love swimming so much, especially ocean. There's just something about the beach that is like so fun and like calming. I used to like pick up jellyfish, which turns out those jellyfish were poisonous. Luckily, not poisonous, but those can sting. Luckily, I didn't get stung. We saved like hundreds of them and we put them in buckets and we released them. It's so fun. And collecting sea glass, all that. I love the beach so much. I am also Christian and I might like film a little bit about that more in upcoming videos because I think there's a big stigmatism that in Christianity that like mental health is, I don't know, a lot of people misinform others about what we believe in mental health. Some pastors preach like not words from the Bible and sort of twist it to make it sound like we can just pray off our problems, which is like not accurate. So I might talk about that in an upcoming video. I think that this is where I'm going to end the video. I just wanted to say thank you all for watching and I hope you come back for my next video where I can share more about what treatment was like and all that sort of stuff. I would really like to get to know you guys if anyone's watching this, so make sure to leave a comment with maybe some of the stuff I shared but like about yourself. It'd be nice to be able to get to know you guys. Bye!